I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the November 15th live stream. And we are on a new platform. We had some issues last week when we were trying to use Google Meet to try to do this. But I found a platform called EVMux. So, because this is like a free version, it's going to show up the little logo why we're doing this, at least in the stream. And the other benefit is I am streaming on Twitter. And since I haven't actually tried a Twitter stream, I don't know how it is going to look or how it looks, and whether there are people actually being able to see this. Oh, I guess it does get posted. Let me just show what it looks like here. Oh no, wrong one. I'm going to share this screen and add it to the scene and do this. And so this is what is live streaming on Twitter. So
Nice.
people can connect in and view this. So
Sweet.
and in the comments you should be able to see. And I see Tilting. Thank you. Hey Tilting, how are you? And so the other issue we had when we were trying to use Google Meets was that we couldn't post these comments, and now we can, and we have more control over that. Thank you. uh, Thank you, Tilting. So I think if people, I can't see posts that are on Twitter, or maybe there's none. So I can respond here to Tilting, and it'll show up in the comments on YouTube. But you guys unfortunately can't. So that's one of the things that's missing on this platform.
That's one of the
Uh,
problems, unfortunately.
yeah, yeah. At least on the StreamYard, you guys were able to actually post directly in. So for you guys, if you want to post comments, you have to kind of do it um, within YouTube.
Hang on. Oh,
So
piss off.
what happened? I'll remove this.
What the?
All right.
No, hang on.
And as you can see,
Oh,
I have
sorry.
my.
I'm
Yeah, go ahead.
arguing with Twitter. I'll kill my mic. Hang on.
Well, we couldn't hear you. So, but as you notice, I have my Google Meets avatar going on, and so the way I'm doing this is, uh, I'm I'm on Google Meets just by myself, so there's no like time constraint because it's just me. And then I'm doing a screen share within OBS Studio and using that as a virtual camera, so that when I'm on the EVMux platform, I just point to the virtual camera, and that's what's showing up, and it seems to work pretty well. So, uh, and I think you guys could also do it, but you'd have to kind of do it on your desktop. You would have to install OBS and all that. So
Yeah, well, I got that, but I just haven't really played with it, so I got to learn that.
yeah, yeah. Ultimately, I don't know if it's really worth it, especially for Ook, who doesn't mind actually showing his camera. So I don't think there's any issues with
I
that.
I now have you on YouTube. I also have you on uh,
On Twitter.
Twit, and it all appears to be working reasonably well, except if you hit full screen on Twitter, it goes full screen and you can't see anything else.
Yeah.
But yes, so I'm running all three, and it um, seems to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Try posting a comment in on Twitter. See if that shows up. or see
Okay,
if it
let's
shows up in the comments, then I can show it.
see how I do that.
I
Oh,
think you just have. Oh, I don't
hit
know. Yeah,
reply.
yeah, maybe it's
Uh,
just a yeah tweet in that response to that post. Yeah, I'm just trying to. I can't seem to like post comments directly to the Twitter from here, but
uh,
uh, wait, what's the joke here? I am
no.
a full 39.
Oh, I told him. I put a comment in the
Uh,
section that it's a shame they can't make yardsticks any longer.
Uh,
all right. So yeah, so far it seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the tweet that you put in, Ook, but I don't know if it takes a little bit of time, but it's not showing up in the EV console.
oh, hang on.
What the?
No, Tilting's thing is working on Twitter. His comments are coming through.
Oh, maybe there's a little bit of time delay. I don't see his comments, but maybe it's like a comment directly from the within the video. No, I don't know. Yeah, this is like new for me from on the just from the Twitter side. So, and on Twitter they have a separate platform for like what they call space, and so that's a little bit different than this live stream. So, but I mean, I think this is fine as is.
This
I
is
mean,
working.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were just commenting on Ook's camera. It looks much better than when we were on StreamYard.
Yeah, I played around with it and
Yeah.
I was mucked around.
You can do
Oh,
virtual background on here as well. So,
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Um, yeah, I had it working, but I won't bother playing around with it because I'll
yeah.
probably fuck everything up again.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll mute myself now so that I don't mutter.
All right. Okay. So, so far, I think this is a good platform for us to be in, and it doubles the number of simultaneous people that we can have on. And actually, just FYI, uh, Neo said he couldn't make it, so he won't be joining. But I did reach out to Orange to find out if he wanted to join us last week. He said he was going to join us this week. I don't know if he's in the comments, but um, anyone who wants to come on, I can give them a link to get on. But for the regulars, they have uh, a direct link that gives so that they can actually connect into this what EV Mux calls a studio. Pretty much any time, but obviously it only makes sense to do it when we're going to actually go live. So
Oh, did anyone else, apart from Q, catch Ulrich on Jason's deconstructive or DZ debates the day after he called AXP last week? It was brutal.
Oh dear, what happened?
Oh, Justin just Ulrich kept going back to his penis obsession.
Oh,
yeah.
excellent.
Yes, and
But I understand that's not very hard for him to do.
no, and I don't think poor Ulrich ever gets his penis hard. Um, but yeah, it was lovely, very
Yeah.
enjoyable. The man's a lunatic,
Well,
and
he was in the
apparently,
comments on one of the videos in on the XP, and
yes,
yeah.
he's on. They made AXP made a clip show of him, and he is just in all over the comments.
Yeah.
I I'm going to try and reach out to him semi-politely and see if we can get him on here, because I think it'd be funny. If
Funny isn't necessarily good, you know?
I
I mean,
did,
I always have a laugh.
yeah. I just think it might be fun. None of the people I've contacted, they all seem to think it was a good idea. All the godlings that I contacted, but no one's turned up, and they didn't want to. I poked them again, really politely. I even used proper English, and no one's got back to me. I don't know. We shall try again. Try again.
Yeah, it's really tough getting these guys to, get up the courage and conviction to actually, try to back up their beliefs.
Yeah, it's the thing of one guy did mention, oh, I don't want to help promote,
Oh, that's so stupid.
and it's the thing, I don't want to make help people profit from blast,
You
and
should
it's
tell him I'll give him 100% of the profits to him.
You know what? He can have my share of the profits too.
yeah.
Okay.
I said it's a small channel. It's pretty
Yeah,
much
Ehrlich, right? Don't think is that
Ulrich,
who you mean?
Ulrich,
Ulrich, yeah.
Ulrich. But yeah, a couple of them said, I don't want to help profit whatever. Or yeah, weird.
Well, the
The way they,
stupid thing is that for these guys, they they make it seem like if they come on, that all of a sudden I'm going to get like 10 times, 100 times the people, the viewers, if those guys come on. I mean, like, come on, it's like that's just ridiculous.
yeah. So I'll keep plugging along. I'm fine. I'm looking for people who on other atheist shows, like the smaller ones,
Yeah,
and going onto their thing and just pull, them very nicely asking if they would like to talk, or do they have a
yeah,
topic they would like to. And at first it's all, oh yes, please, I'd love to. But trying to nail them down is, yeah, it's really hard.
Really?
They,
Because I would have thought that most Christians would enjoy getting nailed.
yeah. No, I think that's against their religion. They're not allowed to get. They like getting railed, I
Yeah. Maybe they just like getting cross with people.
think. The did anyone? Oh, what was it? Forrest ended one. There was some horrible arsehole that Forrest was talking to, and he ended the stream with, "Oh, on a side note, do you happen to know when steam trains were first invented?" And the guy went, "No," and he said it was 1831 or whatever date it was, and he said prior to that, the wagon trains were running trains on your mother,
Oh no!
and then hung up on him. He was, it was brilliant.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, one of the best. And they had Dr. Adair on, and he fell off his chair laughing. It,
That's
That's
it,
hilarious.
it was brilliant. Um, but yeah, I'll I'll
The
try and
other
get.
thing about these shows is that the ones that actually have the guts to call into the shows don't usually go in the comments and spam and troll. It's like
Yeah,
they're kind of like two different groups of trolls.
the ones that are actually willing to put up and not shut up, and the other ones that are the keyboard cowards.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some where they've kind of they've gotten used to calling in and actually like talking to people and debating them, and maybe they've kind of talked to people on different platforms, so they're comfortable with coming on. And then you get all these like keyboard warriors who I think it's like it would be very uncomfortable for them to have a real time discussion with someone who would actually push back. So they're not going to do it.
Speaking of, I was giving our good friend Florida Gump a walloping a little while ago for the fact he's clearly present and posting and saying, well, if you're clearly available, you're motivated, and you're yeah, join the live stream unless you haven't got any testicles. And apparently, well, he must be keeping his testicles in his mother's handbag because he isn't here.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
What a
Well, and he keeps on. I mean, he avoids talking about the video clip I posted of him actually saying that he will definitely come back.
oh yeah, oh yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
That's the song I mentioned last week. I don't know whether people can see that Tim Mitchell Prejudice with the link there
Which link?
on the side.
Oh.
Can you see
The
that?
good thing is I can actually copy
Tipping?
the link. I don't know if, excuse me, we were able to do it in StreamYard, but I think I couldn't copy the link directly. But let me show.
Hang
Let me
on, I'll
share
put
this
it
tab.
in
No, I have it.
YouTube. Yes.
This is a song about prejudice and the language of prejudice and the power.
I have to be careful here because I wonder if I can make it like this.
You'll get a strike probably.
Yeah, it seems like I guess strikes whenever I like share these things. So, but I don't know if this
Of
will actually
the language of
result in anything.
prejudice.
And generally, it's some music that catches.
It's called prejudice. In our modern free-spoken society, there is.
Okay, I'm going to let people. Do you want to post that in the? Actually, I'll post in the comments.
Yeah, he's usually pretty good.
Link.
Hang on.
So,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
yeah,
done.
yeah. So you can go to that
Listen
link
to that
and watch
when
it.
you're, yeah. Do, 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 do.
All right.
What's that going
Okay.
to do?
Yeah. So, oh, did I accidentally remove someone or did we lose someone? Oh, it looks like we lost John. Maybe. So the
Well,
other
that's a
thing I
shame.
can do here that I wasn't able, I was able to do before on StreamYard, but they kind of took it away from me. But it's this one.
Knock for while you can, monkey boy.
Oh, I wish I could just like directly add that as like the main thing. But okay, let's see. Yeah, and so with oh, sorry, tilting. His phone is gonna die soon. Um, so eh, with Florida, I mean, like he's so I don't know if you guys saw, but initially he was saying Psalm, and I know that the name of the book in the Bible is Psalms, so I didn't realize that you could refer to it when you are um, giving specific chapter and verse where it's just one chapter. You wouldn't say Psalms, you would say Psalm. So it'd be a Psalm 14:11 or something like that. So I thought that was wrong, and I had posted it and said, that was. Let me see if I can find it. He had posted that said I was wrong, and
Wesley, fuck off, you insane wanker.
oh my God, he's Wesley's back. Oh my gosh. Actually, I want to see if I can. Yeah, I guess I can block users, but I can't. I can't do like a timeout. Um, Let me just. Whoops, darn it.
Hang on, I'm on YouTube, and Wesley, do you have enough guts to actually join the live stream,
No,
or are you?
he's come on. It's just that. I mean, he's just not coherent. So that's why we don't bring him on, because it seems like it might not be a good thing for.
Or his lithium hasn't kicked in? I see. Fair enough.
Yeah. So.
The
Oh
thing
wait,
is,
hold
though,
on.
if your doctor has prescribed lithium, that means you should be taking tablets, not chewing on batteries. It's an important distinction to make.
Right.
You can't substitute one for the other. Don't put your tablets in the back of your phone, and don't take your phone battery and stick it in your mouth. It's really easy to
Uh,
remember.
Enjoy losing your eyesight for a minute and the smell of the branding in your nose. I have no idea what that means. That's just
I
bizarre.
don't think Wesley does either.
Yeah, you might not, but apparently, like anyone who says they're Christian, at least if they come on, uh, they're not really Christian. I mean, the problem is, these Christians generally are too afraid to come on anyway. So I don't know how that would actually apply here in this case.
I had when Blag was saying, don't put your phone in the mouth. I don't know whether people have watched Rabbits. The cartoon raving rabbits or whatever it is.
No,
Um,
is that some Aussie thing?
no. I'll put it too
You
hard to.
mean wait? Okay, so it's not Bugs Bunny, right?
No. I'll
Okay,
put a
okay,
link in the comments later
okay,
to some of their stuff. And yes, yeah, too hard to explain.
okay.
Yeah, but I got a picture of one of them because one of the not too smart rabbits always is sucking a thong, an Australian thong, one that you wear on your feet. I got that picture, but I'll find the video and post it so people will know. It was on what do you call it? Netflix for a while.
Oh, okay,
Or raving rabbit. Oh, I don't know. I'll find it. Ignore me.
okay. I'm just trying to find the comment in regard to the Psalms. Okay, here it is. I'll share it here. Add to scene. I think that's right. Okay. So, all right. So this is so he's commenting me or quoting my post. You don't even know the books of the Bible. It's Psalms, not Psalm. What an ignorant Christian. And the good thing is, like, unlike with the monkey boy. Oh shoot, I can't do it. Oh wait, it didn't work. Oh, I need to like be able to put that in as a sound effect. I think that's what I need to do. Um, but anyway, at least Florida will put quote marks on what he quotes, and he, you know, um, attributed to me, so that was correct. Anyway, so he points out, he explains that both Psalm and Psalms can be correct depending on the context, and he gave an explanation, which is good. So this is actually good. I didn't know this, so this was something I learned. So right after I saw that, I basically said, yeah. And once I confirmed, right, I said, okay, you are correct. Um, as long as you're not quoting multiple chapters, Psalm is the correct way to refer it. So I was wrong in that regard. And I'm fine if someone can demonstrate what I said is wrong and is able to. Uh, how did that come up? Oh no, sorry. Wait, are you? Oh, okay. I thought you saw Wesley's thing, but yeah, I'm fine. Can you guys hear me, or am I just talking to myself?
No, we can hear you.
Okay, all right.
I just was muted. It took a moment
Who
Oh
for
yeah,
me
said
yeah.
to
that?
No worries.
unmute
No worries.
to actually reply. So hence it sounded like, I'm guessing everyone else was as well. So we like, oh, world of silence.
Yeah, but the point is, like, if someone can demonstrate that what I said was wrong and make the argument or whatever, I'm perfectly willing to accept that. That's not a problem. The issue is, and the thing is, like, it shouldn't be considered some, like, extraordinary thing. So I mean, he said thank you for your honesty, and that's fine, but it should be kind of an expectation that if someone is shown to be wrong, that they admit that's the case. And the thing is, like, we don't see that happening from Florida or really many or any of the trolls that are there. So anyway, that was my thing. I thought it was funny.
It is hard for a lot of people to climb down from their plinth. They put themselves up on this pedestal, and their egos just can't take it. Like Florida wouldn't admit that it's cloudy out if someone said it was and he thought it wasn't. He could go outside and stand in the rain and go, "Nope, it's fine," because his ego just couldn't take it. And I'm like, I actually, in a lot of ways, enjoy being wrong when it happens, and demonstrably wrong, because I learned something.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
in that case,
and I
I
love
actually
learning
learned
stuff.
something. Yeah.
I had to just the other day I had to go into the vets. Have I had a discussion about the running saga of my dog with bronchitis?
No.
Well, I've got a dog with bronchitis, and he's on a puffer, so a steroid inhaler, and he's been on there now a bit over 2 years, and he's getting what's called Cushing's as a result of the steroids. So and Cushing's is like, it's a little bit like uncontrolled high blood pressure or uncontrolled diabetes. It's really sort of catastrophic to your system. So yeah, I was trying to find different ways to deal with his various issues. The normal way of dealing with Cushing's that's caused by medication is to cut out the medication. But if we do that, his cough comes back, and he would I don't know how long he'd survive without it, because his lungs would just sort of fill up with with phlegm and he wouldn't be able to breathe. So and he was getting to the point where the puffer wasn't enough to control the disorder, but we really couldn't go up anymore. We needed to actually go down. So I did a whole heap of research and found another medication that had a good chance of being helpful. Well, at least a medium chance of being helpful, and supplied the primary research for the veterinarian, who, they don't see dogs with puffers very often, so it's not in their wheelhouse of experience. So it's provided that, and she was happily prescribed the medication. It worked like a hot damn, so that was good. His coughs eased right back, but we weren't able to reduce the medication. So yeah, that then I moved on to another one, which was a bit of a long shot, but it's got a sort of a 4 or 5 months before we expect to see too much out of it. And it's only been going for 6 weeks now, but we haven't sort of seen anything. But it's a real long shot. So there's that, and haven't been able to drop it. So and his condition's getting worse. So I'd done other research to look at, what are the other treatment options for Cushing's, and you can block production of cortisol. So Cushing's is caused by too much cortisol in the body, which is the sort of stress hormone. It's a vital hormone. If you don't have it, you die. So it's the reason why, if you're on steroids, you have to reduce the amount of steroids slowly, because otherwise you can go into what's called adrenal insufficiency. And the moment you get something like like you've had a hard exercise session where you need some of this stress hormone to help you deal with it, or you've been a bit sick or something like that happens and you can't get it, you basically keel over and die. So it's a bad situation to be in. But so you can block production of cortisol with this medication. So she prescribed this medication, and I got it delivered, and then I give him one dose of it, and then sort of the wife asked me, how long before I expect to see anything, and that made me sort of think about it, and I realised, damn it, I've made an absolute cock up of this, because the issue is that there are 3 types of Cushing's. There's one caused by pituitary cancer, that then stimulates the adrenal glands to produce cortisol. It produces too much of it. There is one that's caused by an adrenal gland tumor that just produces too much cortisol. And both of those are able to be treated by this medication because they block production of cortisol. But in the case of what's called iatrogenic Cushing's, which is one caused by medication itself, the adrenal glands actually aren't producing almost no cortisol whatsoever currently. So this medication won't help at all. It'll actually make that sort of situation worse. The cortisol's coming from the medication, or the effect of the cortisol's coming from the medication, not from the body. So I'd stuffed that up completely and dragged her along. So I had to go in and go, oh look, I'm sorry about that. I've completely cocked this up. Gave them the bottle of medicine because it's of no use to me. But they definitely do get dogs with Cushing's, so with the normal sort of Cushing's, so it'll help for them. But then have to swallow a whole pile of humble pie, and tell the vet that I took her on a bad journey, and she believed me. But but of course I went and found more primary literature that exactly addresses the situation that the dog's in, and found a better type of inhaler that creates less systemic effect. So she's going to have a more detailed look at that one, and I think she was a lot happier to be prescribing that than out of the box weird shit like I was digging into. So
Yeah.
I learned
And you
something.
kind of you see this in people who quote unquote, do their own research, like
Yeah,
anti-vaxxers or flat earthers.
yeah.
I mean, doing your own research is not the issue. It's just that, people who you have to have certain amount of background knowledge or understanding or education if you're going to get in depth on like technical things. And when you don't have that expertise, you don't just assume that you know better. You
No,
don't assume that you know better than a physicist, and or you know better than a molecular biologist, so there so that means God exists. You don't do that. But
no.
that
Well,
that's the issue.
that's exactly it. So we've talked also previously about my headache issue that I'd done a whole heap of do my own research for that, and was pretty sure I had come up with the diagnosis, which was a rare form of a rare, a rare presentation of a rare condition. Um, but what's the likelihood that I have a rare presentation of a rare condition? Very low. So I knew what I thought it was, but yes, I was definitely going to go and spend the money and go and talk to a neurologist who actually has a clue what they're talking about, rather than think that I know it well enough. Turned out I was actually correct. So in that case, but you know, so be it. Which actually brings me to the next point. I hadn't, I'd mentioned that I had this thing called a primary cough headache, which is a weird sort of a condition. That's what she decided it was as well. And I finally had a chance to test it in the gym, test the medication in the gym to see if it helped with the blinding headaches I'd get when I did deadlift. And went in and did a session of deadlift and got exactly no symptoms whatsoever. Brilliant. So happy. So that one was very very happy
Yeah,
with how that all turned
imagine
out.
modern medicine actually helping you.
Yeah, who would have thought it?
Ew!
Yeah.
Wait. Did you first try ivermectin and see if that
Um,
cured it?
Look, I've been mainlining ivermectin for years, and that's probably what solved the problem. Alternatively, it was the one new pill that I started, that only seems to work on the days I take the pill, not the days I mainline ivermectin. It's strange. It's got to be something to do with the ivermectin.
By the way, do Aussie commercials, like, or do you guys have commercial for prescription drugs? And does it say ask your doctor about it?
They generally are illegal in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
advertising medication is illegal. It was also illegal until a couple of years ago to advertise the services of lawyers as well.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
there's a heap of advertising that you can't do in Australia. You can't advertise cigarettes. Um,
Oh, wait.
the law,
On the lawyer advertisement, so like you can't have billboards with lawyers?
yeah,
No.
none of that
Oh,
allowed
Oh, wow.
you can
nowadays.
now.
But it was blocked for a long time. The sort of
Okay.
ones going, "Have you been injured at work?" type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is now allowed, but up until a couple of years ago, no, you couldn't do that either. There was none of that ambulance chasing type lawyer stuff. That was not allowed. There's definitely the closest they ever got with prescription advertising is where they tried to circumvent the law by saying, "Oh no, have you got some sort of condition? um, ask your doctor about new treatments that are available." And then down the bottom, they might put, brought to you by AstraZeneca.
Yeah, okay.
Um, but they don't mention the drug of interest. But I haven't seen many of those, so I suspect the government stomped them for that as well. Um, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, it looks like it's also against the law in UK as well, which only demonstrates how great the USA is, and how great the
I
capitalism
love
is.
talking to my doctor about random pills that may or may not have anything to do with me.
yeah. Go in there, go, doc, I stubbed my toe. Can I get a prescription for ivermectin?
Hey, John, do you see a lot of billboards along the highway for like lawyers?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
okay. So I do a lot of traveling on the East Coast, and when you get up to Philly, uh, it is the entire skylight is just lousy with personal injury lawyers.
Yeah.
There's one that says, and use hurt, call me, and YOU. So it's done in like the local slang, which I
Oh.
thought was just hysterical.
Hmm.
But yeah, there are a lot of personal injury lawyers on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
In fact, I think up in Jersey they're up to 3 per ambulance now.
So let me see if I can. I guess this is common. This billboard. Oops. Let me. Your wife is hot, but they're talking about the air conditioning.
Oh yes, I've seen that
You've
one.
seen that? Yeah. There's a lot of
That's
different versions of that. It
yeah,
seems.
that style of advertising, I quite like it. Six. Now that I've got your attention, basically.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I saw one today actually. While I was driving along. We get a lot of Specsavers ads in Australia. You guys, I think, have. I think it's part of an international company. So you'd have Specsavers in America.
Specsavers?
Yeah, it's a eyewear company. Maybe not.
Okay.
There's some great advertising for Specsavers where it's basically someone doing something stupid because they couldn't see properly. Like they run out, like a lifeguard runs out and rescues a seal instead of the person who was drowning because they couldn't see properly. And then it taglines should have gone to Specsavers.
Okay,
Yeah, they're so good. And saw a
that
billboard
is pretty
today
good.
that had should have gone to Specsavers written in giant font upside down,
Hmm.
and then down in small font in the corner, it just had the Specsavers logo up the right way, and you just go, "It's pretty good too." Yeah, if you'd had your glasses on, you would have noticed you put the billboard upside down. Yeah, so many of.
But by the way, this billboard is, I think, right outside of Craig Kelly's house. It's at least in pounds. And also, Craig, I think you have to be kind of. Why is Trump going after BBC? Oh, you mean the
Oh
public?
yeah,
Okay, not the other BBC.
yeah. No. Hey, look, I don't know what deal he and Melania
Yeah,
have with each
exactly.
other.
I have no idea
I'm
what
not
kind of.
judging.
Yeah, exactly.
You do you,
Yeah.
bro.
But why is he going after the British
Wait.
broadcasting channel?
So BBC, he won't let them into his apartments, but he'll let them in the back door. Okay, now going on.
Oh
Okay,
my.
all right. Sorry, I had to get that one out.
Before it got too late.
Yes. So they did a documentary where they showed the speech that he gave on January 6th, and they edited it. And I suppose the argument could be made that because of the way that it was edited, Trump and his lawyers are arguing that it gives the false impression that he is advocating for violence because the two quotes are about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes apart or something like that. So they're claiming defamation and deceptive editing practices.
The thing was, he was um, pushing for violence. That's what he wanted. If he didn't want violence, he would have called in the National Guard. He just sat in the set the mob off, and then went and sat in the dining room, turned on the big screen TVs, and enjoyed the shit out of the
Yeah,
rioting.
got a bucket of popcorn. Oh,
Yeah,
look, this is one of those sort of Rorschach tests where for the vast majority of people, they can look at how things went down that day and go, nah, this is what bro wanted. But the MAGA crowd that have the cult has absolutely drunk the Kool-Aid on this and swear up and down, no, he didn't want violence. No, he was trying to call for peace. He was, he it was a peaceful process. It was a day of love, et cetera, et cetera. And
Yeah.
it's just a great
Utter
big.
garbage. Yeah, you've got to go and fight, and being told that there are people with bringing weapons in, and he told them to shut down the mags because those weapons aren't for us. And you go, yeah, he definitely knew that it was going that direction. That's what he wanted. He was only disappointed it didn't get far enough.
Yeah. No, this is a man who has gone his entire life without having to deal with any kind of real consequences for anything he's ever done. And honestly, he keeps getting away with stuff. So what reason does he have to change, learn, grow?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was. But yeah, no, my folks and I were watching live that day, and we were absolutely terrified. And it was really tense around DC for a while after that.
I tend to not. I rely on Chi and Must Be Obey to basically give me the news, because I honestly don't want to be bothered with it. I only just realised that Brisbane got the Olympics. I knew we got the Olympics, but it finally clicked in my brain that, oh, fuck me, that means that everyone who's renting in Brisbane is going to be forced out because the rents are going to go up. Anyone who's the people in rental houses are going to be kicked out because they're going to sell the rental houses, because for the period of the Olympics they can get 100 times the rental. While it's part of the reason why I think I haven't watched an Olympics since I want to say Dawn Fraser, and Blarg. I don't know how long, the 70s is Dawn Fraser, Japan. I can't even remember how long ago it was, but yeah,
Yeah, it's
the
a while.
Olympics are a waste of space, a waste of money, and any city that has had the Olympics bankrupts themselves, and the social ramifications that the Olympics bring to a city. They kick out all the homeless. It's something that should be removed from. It's not needed. Put the Olympics in a country. Don't move it around the world. It's pointless. It really is. But yeah, if you look at the social damage that an Olympics does to the cities that have it is horrendous. Yeah, and I just realised, oh fuck, Brisbane got the Olympics. Oh, lovely. Housing is going to go up, rental's going to go up. They're going to move all the homeless out. Yeah, I'm horror show. That was my little.
Yeah, so you're not opposed to the Olympics. You're just opposed to countries having to fight for the Olympics and it being an
Yeah,
economic net zero.
yeah,
Okay,
Not good.
okay.
yeah. Find a nice island and make it Olympic Island.
Oh, I hear this guy named Epstein has one for sale.
Yes, yeah,
Hmm.
Uh,
yeah.
by the way, this account Panoverse, I get like mentioned in some posts that they make. I have no idea why. Or I guess I didn't really look into it, but it doesn't seem to be anything related to me. But they tag my account, tag my
Is
channel.
is that Andrew Wilson?
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
Oh, one of those fanboys.
I don't know if
I'll
he's
have to
necessarily
have a
a
look. Yeah,
fanboy, but yeah,
be interesting. I can troll it.
yeah. It's funny. I still like occasionally get trolls come on and making comments, uh, in like the previous Andrew Wilson videos, and even on my Twitter, where they somehow picked it up and they want to. Oh, even the Monkey Boy, brought up
Oh
Andrew
yeah.
Wilson. It was hilarious. I mean, those guys are like still sort of they can't seem to understand the concept that I'm just expressing my opinion, and if you are going to accept Andrew Wilson's definition of deplatforming, he has deplatformed me by blocking me on Twitter. So I mean, I just don't get it.
Well, remember, it's the rules are meant for thee, not for me.
I think the worst thing that has happened to Andrew Wilson is him not being able to open that stuck jar lid.
That is
Oh,
absolutely hysterical.
Oh my
that I
gosh.
have watched clips of that. That was funny.
Just over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of Schadenfreude where a lot of people have posted that. I think Parker get a job. He had posted it as well because he essentially like made the bed, by
Yeah.
talking about how the role of the man is being able to open a jar lid.
I,
He
I
couldn't
mean,
open up the jar, and so he got jammed.
I might, I might be a bit cruel and a bit bloodthirsty here, but the only thing better than him not being able to open the jar was smashing the pickle jar and having to go to hospital.
Wow,
I would love to see that, banging it
yeah, that
on the
would have
side
been
of
bad.
the table and everything, and getting a knife to try and lever the, yeah. But
Well,
they
I
couldn't
think he
show
could
that.
have he could have literally said that it was like no one could open it. But the problem is like there was like another guy in the studio who came and like without any effort just opened it.
Usual
Oh
answer to
no.
that is I loosened it for you.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
like to
right, right.
see
Yeah.
blood.
I got it ready.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Loosened it for you. Hey, um, we I see QC had set up the Specsaver ad that we one of them that I was sort of talking about earlier. Do you want to chuck that on?
Oh,
And
is this was that the Specsaver app?
yeah, that one I'll
Okay.
move it and play it.
Okay. Okay.
So they're just quality advertising. They've got that great tagline, which means that they've just got so much to work with for quality advertising. You just love
Nice.
And the look on Gordon Ramsay's face.
it.
That's perfect.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't give him some line.
Yeah, the thing is, didn't need it. It's
Yeah, I
everything's
guess.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already
He didn't have any lines, but he certainly had a cutting remark.
yeah.
Ah.
You also they could have Gordon Ramsay swearing in that ad without having Gordon Ramsay swearing in that ad
Yeah.
because everybody just adds the swearing in their head. You don't need to.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's one with a orchestra. Yeah, but they're good if you're after have a little chuckle. There's the while we're doing it, I'll grab an ad that has just became a piece of Australian sort of advertising culture. Is the Not Happy Jan ad that Yellow Pages ad.
Okay, by the way, I'm going to show. So I've been removed from Twitter for a while now, I think, as most people know. But when I'm on there and I'm responding to some dummy, I play this.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
I love
That
it.
is pretty funny. Yeah.
Because it fits so well with some of these idiots. They're just like an idiot sandwich. Oh, no. Anyway, you were going to show something, Plurg?
Yep.
Oh, there it
Should be
is.
good to
Okay.
go. Yep.
Actually, I'll do this. Oh, I guess I can do it like this.
Jan? Jan?
Yes.
Where's our ad in the Yellow Pages directory?
Keep calm. Count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10.
Not happy, Jan!
That little line at the end, "Not happy Jan," has just become a piece of Australiana. Like whenever something's not right, it's not
Oh, that's
happy.
lovely.
Yeah, it's yeah, so well delivered that little ad. Yeah, we love it. But, yeah, that's my ads.
No one expects the Spanish yada yada yada.
I've been reading the panel verse descriptions and looking at their YouTube page. We encourage you to explore the verse, never miss the debate of the century. What debate? All he does is insult people.
Sorry, I
This
missed it. Who
is
are you talking about?
the panel verse.
Oh, I don't know that.
No. Those people who came in, you said you've been mentioned on the panel verse.
Oh, that. Oh, sorry. I didn't even remember. Oh,
Yeah,
what about it?
I'm reading their YouTube channel.
Uh-huh.
It's wild. And
Oh, is
it's
it? Okay.
Andrew Wilson versus Andrew Wilson versus Andrew Wilson versus. Oh God.
Oh,
Andrew Wilson versus Jake the Rattlesnake. Who the fuck?
Oh, definitely a super fanboy.
There is a non-Andrew Wilson I found in the list. Brad versus Parker Liberal TikTok.
Andrew Wilson versus Perspective philosophy.
Andrew Wilson makes
God.
a Harris supporter rage quit.
Yeah, Andrew Wilson versus vegetarians. Oh my God. This is. Yeah, if anyone, I would encourage people to have a look at some
not
of
go
their.
on. Wait, are you trying to deplatform him? Is that what's going on?
No, actually, I'm sort of advertising his platform. Hang on. Andrew Wilson and crew versus Looney Tunes. And it looks like a bunch of women sitting around debating Andrew Wilson and his mob. And it's got Order 66 blood sport debate. I don't know whether that is white supremacist stuff. I don't. Oh, God.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
pop in to YouTube, the panelverse, and just go through. It is, everything's blood sport debate.
Yeah, so what he does is, let me see if I can add this. So he makes these posts, and this was 2 days ago, and he just like, I think somewhere he just like throws in there it is, challenger beliefs. Just he just throws it in so that I get like a little notification that I was mentioned in a post. It's like it's just seems just like a way to, I don't know, get
True.
people to like, I don't know, mention them or whatever. So I'm actually platforming Panoverse right now. So
And we are definitely having a panel discussion.
yeah.
And we are in a verse of some kind, be it multi or uni.
And if you come back, that's a reverse.
Yeah.
By the way, Aaron, I did send you a link for the speaker, so you can pretty much use that anytime you want to join. It'll just automatically bring you up, not bring you up at least, but it'll bring you onto the off stage area.
Oh, well, we
Yes.
got a little in the conversation. I just want to apologize for my audio. I'm on my phone right now. My computer went on the fritz. So
Oh,
if you have
okay.
any issues, let me know.
What
Okay.
Fritz.
Yeah, I mean, you can just, I think, maybe just like mute your mic and then unmute when you want to talk.
Okay.
So, cool. Um, so Craig, how dare you call this channel a troll a channel? You're talking about me, right? Oops. Oh.
Putting on the Fritz. That sounds racist.
uh,
Is that like
uh,
going black hair?
by the way, Aaron, it's not you don't download anything, it's just the link. So yeah, it's not an app that you have to download.
The first time that
I
I
don't
ever
know
saw
if they
Young
even have an
Frankenstein,
app.
the first time I ever saw Young Frankenstein, and they did that song, and they, put on the Ritz. I giggled myself stupid, and even now as an adult, it is one of my favorite things on the planet.
The line I remember from that is, "Put the candle back."
That.
Do you remember that scene?
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's
There's a
hilarious.
my partner and I, we were watching Rocky Horror Picture Show a couple weeks ago now. She literally was just bopping through Amazon Prime and just said, "Hey, you know what? It's been a long time since I've watched this." And so I immediately pull up all the audience participation lines and just spend the whole movie, shouting at the screen.
You know,
That was
I could.
also a
I
fun
mean,
part.
I could actually like picture you guys just shiver in anticipation.
Say it, say it. Yes.
At our place, it's Robin Hood Men in Tights and Blazing Saddles that are our Mel Brooks of choice.
Oh yeah.
But while we're driving along, whenever you see someone wanting to come in from that might be considering cutting you off, coming in from the side road, and we sort of point at them and go, "Wait for it,
Wait for
wait
it.
for it!" Every single time, we can't help ourselves.
Hang on.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm still on the panel verse. Andrew Wilson versus Ben Thorpe, Thorp. He's a
Mm,
fucking pedophile.
Oh my God.
Ben Thorpe,
wow.
charged.
What is?
Wait, what is this now?
Ben Thorpe, he called The Line.
Oh, he
He's
did.
a well-known pedophile online. If you type in Ben Thorpe, he, yeah, he's a vile piece of filth. But Andrew Wilson and Ben Thorpe fight for the crown battle of the midwits. This is
Oh my
on
gosh.
the panel. So, yeah, they're platforming pedophiles.
And they don't even probably give a
Yes.
shit either.
So
Don't
I'm
tell me you're
going
trying to
to.
be recommending deplatforming somebody.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
How
sorry,
how dare I mention deplatforming of a pedophile or a misogynist or
oh,
any of those things.
yeah. It,
So speaking of pedophile, so well,
Now
Oh,
there's a
I'm
oh
not.
boy.
segue.
I'm not saying he is. Just just to be clear. So
Segue.
yeah. So this J. Edith. I mean, he absolutely has no understanding of what moral philosophy is, but he keeps on going on with this argument, and the reason I bring this up here is
but
because
he's not a Christian.
is that right? I mean, he absolutely is, right? A Christian.
Yeah,
No, he refused.
He
His
won't.
God
He
is
won't. Tie himself down to that, right? But
no.
he is.
yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
want to at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. He only
Yeah.
believes in the
So
Christian God. He believes that Christ is the son. Well, he believes that Christ is the Son of God. Then he also said Christ was God. Then but he definitely has very positive opinions about God or about Jesus.
yeah, but the thing is, like, he can't articulate his moral position, and of course, for every response, it's like you are lying, right? You
Sure.
are lying to
Oh
claim I
yeah.
am not correct. I mean, it's just like it's ridiculous. Um, so he says you failed again to engage the fatal problem. You can't. You got to expose justifying child rape and murder by subjective moral preference long ago. Now you don't even try to engage. First of all, I mean, there's nothing to engage with an idiot like this, but he keeps on, like, claiming that I am justifying those things by claiming subjective moral preference, which I'm actually, and I responded to him, I am actually not a moral anti-realist. I actually do believe in objective morality, and I'm planning on making a video going into it a little bit more, but I think I've spoken about it on this channel before. But from his point of view, any subjective moral belief means that you are somehow justifying child rape and murder. That's the argument that he's making. So I've, of course, never said that even subjective morality can justify those things. um, I mean, you could technically say if you have the worst subjectivism, for example, if you have divine command, if you believe in divine command theory, where anything that God commands you is moral, and so if God specifically commanded any of these Christians to go and grape a child, it from their point of view, it's moral to do that, and it's actually immoral not to do that. And so it's actually like the opposite. And I mentioned the two horns of the youthful dilemma, but um, his I like I said, they essentially have subjective uh, moral positions. So, okay, here it is. I'm not a moral anti-realist, as you seem to assume for whatever reason, probably because you have no understanding of moral philosophy. Okay, and and first of all, he it misuses the term reify because I think he just wanted to try to sound smart. But at some point, respond here. Oh, why did you claim child rape and murder is morally justified by subjective preference? So my response is I've never said that those are morally justified. And what I did tell him was that, like what I just said, that their morality allows them to morally justify it, as well as a bunch of other atrocities, if you look at the
Yeah,
Bible.
that's exactly it. If I wanted to morally justify those actions, I would use the Bible. I'd
Yeah.
join the Christian church and use the Bible.
Yep.
That's the only way I could think of to morally justify them.
So
You
if
know,
you had any other subjective, moral system, whether, I mean, even utilitarian, you could argue is subjective, but, let's say is constructivism or emotivism or whatever, you really can't use those to justify these kind of things. So for him to just assume through his ignorance that because it's subjective, that, you can justify everything is actually completely wrong. But if you have the type of subjectivism that the divine command theory gives you, you can, because all you have is just your own subjective interpretation of what you think that your God is telling you to do or is telling you is the correct thing. So you could just tell yourself, my God thinks that I can do this or it's moral to do this. Or if you hear voices in your head, right, that says, go and put your kids in a station wagon and drive that station wagon into the lake, you would actually be able to say or convince yourself, justify that that's a moral thing to do. And I bring that up because that has literally happened, where theist Christians believed that their God is telling them to do these things, and they've done it, and internally they think it's moral. So it's like, I mean, he obviously won't agree to that, but that's where their divine command theory leads them to.
there
See,
is a reason why I call him Clyde, because he just lies about everything. He just, yeah, again, another one of those people. In fact, he lies harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
That's a hard title to
I'm
reach.
convinced that I told you, and I'm dead serious about this now. I am convinced he has a shame fetish. I'm convinced that he puts himself out there like this to lie over and over again, so that we can dogpile on him, and that's how he gets that little itch scratched. Because it's either that or he is so disjointed from reality as to genuinely not remember from one day to the next the things that he has said.
No,
So
no, he remembers what he said, but he cannot ever accept being beaten by anyone else. He's got he's got an eggshell ego.
oh yeah,
So yeah, he might actually have a thinner skin than Trump.
that's pretty thin.
Yeah, yeah. It makes graphene look thick. Spelled with two C's, of course.
Oh yeah, sad. No, he's clever enough. Every once in a while, he'll give an actual post where he'll talk about himself. It's about 1 in 1,000, but he does put information out there. So there is a real brain in there somewhere. But the second that he has, but his insistence that he's never been caught in a lie, his insistence that he has presented his evidence, even when told over and over and over again that that is simply not true. And I've posted the laundry list of his failed claims and lies, almost 5 dozen times now. Uh, I think he just keeps coming back to the well because I think he likes being talked down to like this. At first, I thought I was joking, but he keeps presenting the evidence over and over again that I may have accidentally said the quiet part loud.
No, he has a yeah. You're right. He has some sort of weird humiliation fetish. It's just like Neppy and his strange domination fetish. Yeah, every post I read of Neppy, I hear Davros, the
Yes.
Dalek leader. It's destroy, destroy, exterminate, exterminate.
That's pretty good.
And with Edith, it's just, yeah, humiliate me, spit on me. Please, may I lick the soles of your boots. That's
So
the
I
vibe I
know
get off him.
these guys aren't going to come on, but let's say Jay Edith did come on. Would it actually be worthwhile to try to talk to him?
It'd have to be a one-on-one.
It'd make pretty good sound bites.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
one person, and I would, and I hate to do it to Blarg, but I would nominate Blarg because he can keep his calm better than well, John and I just go off. Yeah, with
Really?
yeah,
I am mostly harmless.
Hey,
with
John,
know.
you resemble that remark.
Yeah, I don't have a chainsaw, so I couldn't pretend to, try and start it. But
What
yeah,
the reason I ask is, I mean, it just doesn't. I can't imagine that it will be a productive discussion where he
I
can
No,
actually
it won't.
follow along with the argument.
Oh
I
no,
think
no,
of
He's going to try to.
don't expect
Yeah. So
that's like expecting a productive discussion with your aunt who has dementia. It's not going to happen. Just enjoy the ride while it lasts.
yeah, and
Not in that way though.
and it, not
right, not that kind of show, sir.
no. I'm not going there.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Um,
No,
I don't think Q could do it because he would question your race, he just
Yeah,
go
he would
down
kind
there.
of try to get to an ad hominem,
Yeah,
but
and
Yeah, the thing with Edith, if you ever get a chance to actually talk to him, it's what you've got to do is kind of lead him down the yellow brick road. You ask these questions, and to try to either get him to be nailed down to a specific answer, or you make the fact that he never gives a solid answer the repudiation of his own claims.
or
Yeah.
just come
Yeah,
out with something so vile,
yeah.
which he does quite often by
Yeah,
mistake.
He would be he's actually a great witness to cross-examine
Yeah,
because you can easily he's very easy to rattle. He's very easy to
yeah.
trip up. He's contradicted himself so many
actually,
times.
actually, I think John might be the way to do it. If we give him if you take a couple of Valium and then engage.
Yeah.
I
Gotta have
okay.
the right mindset for it.
I will. I promise that I will. I will cease all caffeine at least 3 hours before the fight.
And
Is that enough?
You do want to make sure that he has a fair chance. So
yeah,
so I strongly recommend you also be whacked off your tit on something else that
Okay, there
slows
you go.
you
Yeah,
right down too, because otherwise
Yeah,
it's not,
I will
it's
say
not
yeah.
a
fair.
nice,
No
a
caffeine three
nice,
hours prior,
a,
and then
ni-
get me
a
Yeah,
nice,
belligerently drunk.
yeah.
a nice
Be
aged bourbon
fully
or
cleaned
something
out.
like that.
Yeah.
By the way,
Oh,
this channel, for this stream, it was supposed to be talking about Flojo, and how
yes.
he is not coming on.
let's see if the last 10
Despite saying
plus
that
minutes
he
for that.
would.
What?
Was that?
You're joking.
You,
He was supposed
you,
to be here.
sir,
Ah,
you
But the
cannot be
funny,
serious. You
so
can't be serious. The ball was
there
out.
was a stream I think a couple days ago with Justin, and there's this guy named I think Chris, and he basically said, in the book of Daniel that they mentioned lamb, the sacrificial lamb, and
Mm.
how that refers to Jesus, and so Derek was trying to tell him, okay, so what chapter and verse, because Justin knew it wasn't there. And the way this guy just like completely lied and said, "Well, I'm not going to tell you. You'll just have to read the whole book." And it got to the point where Justin said, "Okay, let's read the book." And you can read the book. And he wouldn't even read the book. He would start reading the introduction of the Bible within his Bible, to the book of Daniel. So he was like evading like crazy,
yeah.
just not giving the chapter and the verse, at the same time saying, yeah, it's there, you just have to look.
Uh,
It just reminded me of these, how dishonest some of these shows are.
yeah.
You might be able to get Florida Wankstain on if it's only a one-on-one.
Well, it was one-on-one before the first time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we keep offering, like, I'd go one on one. I go so far as to give him the option of he gets to spring the debate topic on me
Mm.
at the debate. I'm happy to debate him on anything without preparation. He can do all the prep he wants, comes in with all the arguments he wants, and just spring it on me at the last moment, and he still runs away. And you go, well, what more do I need to give him? Do
We
I
pretty
uh,
much.
do I have to promise to be drunk off my tit as well before doing it?
Yeah.
We've
The- one
Suffering from concussion or something?
one thing I have found with the YouTube autocorrect, I can I can't calling him an outright wanker or that sort of thing occasionally gets it removed. But if I run it all together, Florida Wankstain, that goes through all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I have been using the things like liar for God, and you can just
Yeah.
do that thing, and just stick them all together. They work fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have, I've Nathan Yates has, I've reached the end of the rope. I just now put Nathan as a bell end, okay, on every one of his posts.
I'm still having fun with him, especially when he talks about how now he's like shifted, right? Before he said atheism is overrated. Now he says religion is overrated.
Yeah.
I feel like he was trying to do the Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck
Oh,
hunting season
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
right?
And he,
Rabbit season, duck season,
Re-
rabbit
he,
remember,
season.
he tried
remember,
to pull the I have autism and
he
Yeah.
he
does have
got
autism.
roasted by
Bullshit.
several people. It
He
doesn't,
does have autism.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
He's
but I mean,
does,
still, it's
but it,
like
78.
using it as an excuse.
yeah,
Yeah, it is an
having
excuse.
autism
He's
doesn't mean you can be a wanker.
no, he's yes, he's a dishonest troll, but
Yeah,
he is also profoundly intellectually handicapped.
yeah,
So
and
yeah, I just put it there. That's why he always does the tiny little micro sentences thing.
But
I can guarantee if you went around to his place, he would not be able to look anyone in the face. It's just he couldn't do it, and he'd struggle to have a conversation with anybody face to face.
and I put that on his parents.
Yeah. Well, I did give him a hard time once, and going, what the fuck are you doing here? And then his because he assumed he was a child. And next thing, his mum got on the stream and took over, and so she gives him permission to be on it, and saying that it's because he enjoys being on it. At the time, he was being truthful. He was saying things that were truthful. Now he is saying things he knows is lies.
Yeah.
Because now he's enjoying the lying part of it. So he's officially become the sort of a child-minded troll. But
But he's not
his
really
mum
saying
came on and gave him
anything.
permission.
I
I mean,
spent
he's
No, it's
posting
always
the
the
same
years.
same.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
always the
spent
same stuff.
I spent years volunteering at it's called the Endeavour Foundation. It used to be called the Crippled Children's before they, it's now the Endeavour Foundation. In Queensland, it's a charity for intellectually disabled, severely physically disabled people and everything. And I helped. They have their own mango farm and all that sort of chicken farm and all that sort of stuff. And I used to go out there and help. And I never met ever a nasty person with autism or disability. They were all nice people. They were all genuine, nice people.
Yeah. Well, look, the,
Um,
the reality is people with autism range the same spectrum of as everybody else.
mm,
You've got everyone from the nicest people you'll ever meet to total assholes. In amongst it, it doesn't make your sort of personality different. I got a mate who's he's a little way along the spectrum to the point where he's basically unemployable.
mm,
But there was a mention about that Errant was saying about don't realise until after the fact with social cues.
yeah.
My mate, he has zero social cues. He doesn't. He'll go and have he'll stand too close to somebody to start with. So he's a space invader. He doesn't realise that, and it doesn't matter. People step away, and he steps closer, and they'll step away, and he steps closer. He doesn't know he's doing it. You just have to just say stand there, and he's fine with that.
Mm,
Or you're too close, and he doesn't get offended when you tell him he's got an issue. Like he'll have a conversation with a woman and explain to her why she's wrong about what she thinks about her own periods, and you go, yeah, you probably. And being hasn't ever had a girlfriend, he doesn't have any actual knowledge to be sort of bringing this from, and it doesn't matter how uncomfortable the person is cringing back, and he doesn't see it. It doesn't matter if you're sitting at home and you're yawning and you've gone into the bathroom, come back wearing your pajamas. Doesn't get it. You just go, I'm going to bed now. Go home, and he's like, all right, see you later.
yeah. It,
Absolutely fine. He'd do anything for you, but he creeps people out because they don't understand that. You just got to tell him because he doesn't get the social cues.
yeah.
Just
I
not at
think.
all.
I mean, I started helping at the Endeavour Foundation when I was about 5, and religion was not part of their ethos, and they gave them tools. They spent a lot of time teaching them to be independent. To these things, I know you don't understand it, but in society, you can't do this. and it opened my eyes that it's how society sees them, and they're just wonderful. I find them wonderful people, and the occasional ones that would get a little bit violent or angry, you let them be angry away from people. Make sure that let them go out in the field and throw hay bales around and whatnot. Let them vent, and it was really good because they had farm, they had the space, they had not one of them ever, no case of animal cruelty at all, and I just it was really eye opening, and taught me a lot about empathy, um, and about just accepting people the way they are. You can't change them. They have their little quirks. Everyone's eccentric. And as Blarg said, they don't mind being told, stop, go away. They, yeah. But Nathan, he's done his dash with me. I can't stand the little shit. And I blame that entirely on his
That's it.
upbringing.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I do think he's
misbehaving.
right now. I mean, compared to some of the other horrible trolls, he's
Oh,
relatively harmless.
He's very
yes.
harmless.
For
Yeah.
the most part, yeah.
He is
Yeah.
Yeah.
downright adorable compared to most of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And I mean, it's getting to be kind of like a funny thing where, the okay thing, right? Where
Okay.
Yeah.
everyone
He's
responds to
almost
him
like
with
the
okay.
AXP's pet troll.
Yeah,
He,
it sort of is. Yeah.
he's the pet. Yeah, he's the pet troll.
Yeah,
But
I mean, compared to like Jay Edith, Monkey Boy, Flowjob, and that, oh my God, that guy who like just posts. I mean,
him,
all these alt
yeah.
accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is new.
Oh,
This PhD who's obviously not a
Oh,
PhD, who's just
yeah.
no,
like,
He's
he
obviously,
is. He is.
well, he's
Go into
obviously
his
the same person as the other one
go
above
into
him.
his
The same.
profile, and it's Liberty University.
Oh,
well,
well.
Yeah, but
That's not much better.
I
yeah,
don't know if that actually counts as
That's
a
what's.
No,
PhD.
yeah,
So wait, who is this now?
hit more.
He's a Doctor of Philosophy, Practical Theology, PhD in Liberty University.
Bachelor of Science
And
in
also
what?
Bachelor of Science from Liberty University.
I know.
That
Yeah.
is,
That's
that
that's
does not.
so.
That
That's an
is
oxymoron.
hilarious.
That's either a
It.
contradiction or oxymoron. One of the two.
Oh my
That's why I
God.
just
It's a
every post he makes, I just go Liberty
contramoron.
University and laugh my ass off.
Okay, I didn't know he was from the Liberty University, but it's funny. Like he makes it seem like he's some scientist here with
And
this
no,
little like lab
and
thing.
he's also Luke, and he's trying to Luke from the Gospels,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that name just
the
sounds
like
doctor.
stupid.
Yeah,
Antioch is also from the
yeah,
Gospels. Yeah.
yeah.
And yeah,
It's
the
just
PhD
cringe.
aren't done that way either.
Yeah, it's but Liberty University is just no. And that Steve and Andrew, I don't they're over on the line. Those two callers, I want them to call when Justin is on the line because those two need to be eviscerated.
Well, so I gotta say, I learned a lot from Justin over the past year. So, compared to when I first, did that had that debate with Flowjob, I know so much more about the Bible from listening to Justin and kind of all his sort of, pointing out all these like misunderstandings of the Bible and specifically around messianic prophecies. And the thing is like if I just wish Florida could call in with Justin and try to give those stupid prophecies that what he thinks is prophecies, and just have Justin just like rip him.
He's
And
just gonna disavow the poor bastard.
Dr. Adair is also wonderful. His new book, which I am trying to find without having to spend quite a lot of money on. I've forgotten the name of it, but he's been plugging it the last couple of times he's been on the line. He's got a new book out, and his stuff is fantastic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Okay. Well, I'm going to. I have to end it a little bit earlier than usual, although it's our
Well, it's not really
supposedly
early.
regular time. I know we a lot of times go beyond. The other thing is like with this account, there's like a hard stop at 2 hours. So I don't think we've gone past 2 hours very often, but yeah, we will have that.
Yeah,
That
duly
hard
noted.
stop
But
coming
that's
up.
just
Yeah.
Justin's perspective. So yes, Craig, I understand that, but I do think that what he says and his interpretation of the biblical verses, for example, like saying that what's in Psalms is not you can't be considered it can't be considered a messianic prophecy just because Jesus, for example, quotes some verse in Psalms. I mean, that's not the right way to think of a messianic prophecies. and
No,
and also I think the ones like the Isaiah ones where like his name will be Emmanuel, I don't think
yeah,
those
that
come about.
one's not even close because
Yeah.
the only way to get that is a ignore the fact that Jesus' name was not Emmanuel, but also hang on just a sec.
Yep.
Did you just
And
sorry?
also, yeah, go ahead.
Um, it it's it's obviously a
the
prophecy
Babylonian.
about it,
Yeah.
it's one of the standard ones. Oh, great king, you will win this war.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It says it right at the beginning. It's the king of Judah was at war with two other kings, and this is a prophecy that says that this woman will have a kid, and before
Well,
the
it
kid,
says that she is with child
yeah,
in Hebrew.
yeah, and before that kid gets old enough to stop eating curds and is able to tell
Honey.
right from wrong,
Yep.
the war will be over and the kings will be gone. You go, yeah, it's got not a fucking thing to do with anything messianic.
Yeah. Just for Craig, so I get what you're saying. I think there are points that Justin makes where it could be have there could be a counter argument to say that what he's kind of interpreting that in a non-charitable way. I think there's some that are like that. So I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Um,
Yeah.
let's
But
see. Psalm 137, for example, is probably men using God to excuse baby killings. Um, I mean, to be fair, you could say that about a lot of different things within. If you kind of, let's say, you read it as just sort of, kind of post facto justification that some of these that the Israelites make to justify some of the things that they did. I mean, if you look at it that way, I think a lot of the Old Testament, especially, can be seen that way. But anyway, thanks, Craig, for those comments. I mean, those are definitely a good discussions. By the way, I don't know if you ever want to join us on the panel. Let me know. I mean, we would definitely be glad to have you on.
Yeah,
I'll play nice.
yeah, because now we can have more than 6 people on now. So
That's right. Yeah, so we can have more people.
Also,
But-
Craig, I want to have a verbal pun off with you. You're good people.
Oh,
You're good
that's-
people.
Yeah, some of
could write
those
a book about
Bible
all the
verse
puns.
ones were pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I can record
Craig's,
every pun you make and write it down and sell a book about that.
Yeah, Craig's a religion I don't have a problem with. I
Well, and from what I can tell, and Craig, please, if I'm putting words in your mouth, correct me. I insist. But I get the impression that Craig is what I call a sandbox theologian. He's got his sandbox. If you want to come over and play in his sandbox, you're welcome to come over and play. But he's not going to make you, and he's not going to cast aspersions if you don't. That's always the impression that I've gotten.
Yeah, I think the biggest barrier is that the time zone thing is obviously very late for him, so
Well,
he
that's
might
just the
not want
beginning.
to
Yeah, we're glad.
get
I-
on it.
I would happily march in whatever protest that if with Craig, because as far as I can see, pretty much all his values pretty much align with what I can see as fair, just, and yeah. He's not a wanker. He's a decent bloke.
Yeah. What was
And-
the reason?
He is also one of the people that's often in the
Even-
comment section. Calm down, John. Go easy on him, John. Play nice, John. It's like, all
Craig,
right,
just get a sound clip of that. So next time you get caught beaten off, you can just put that. So no,
I'm not a wanker.
I'm not
a wanker.
I'm not.
All right.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
Well, on that
so
note-
we'll end it at I'm not a wanker. So thank
Yeah.
you everyone for being on and tilting Craig, and I'm not sure if Tuna Man had to leave off.
Yeah,
Aaron,
he has,
I'll get back to you on your account, see what's going on there, so that you can come on.
So for next
but-
week, do we just click the same thing that we clicked this week, or is it going to be a new
Yeah,
one every week?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You can literally get on the studio at any time. It's just that, you won't be able to do anything.
Fair enough.
So
Well, actually, well, hold on a second now. So if Flow Boy says, "Well, let's go right now,"
yeah.
can we
You could.
use this space?
Yes, that's right.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't think we can talk though, because
Oh,
we'll all log on and we'll be sitting in the background.
that's true. You gotta have Q to pull us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And by the way, we could be not on the stage, but we could talk to each other behind the scenes.
Oh
Push to
yeah,
talk.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So all right.
But
Well, thank
sweet.
you everyone.
Good
Yep.
show.
All right.
Hit
thanks
the
a lot.
like button.
Yes.
like and subscribe.
And I was going to do the outro, but it still has the old one. I'll still play the outro. I'll have to update it for next week. But thanks everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Be well.
Hi,
Bye-bye.
for
Take
it.
care, everybody.
For it.
All right.